All right. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir.
Please, you can project so that people can hear you. Good day.
Good day, sir.
All right. Please, can you tell us your name, sir?
My name is Inspector Patrick.
Inspector
Patrick Omoyi.
Okay. Please, what is your AP number?
My AP number is 231793.
Where were you posted as a police officer?
My last posting was Omuma Police Station, Divisional Headquarters, Oru East in Ondo.
All right. So you told us that in February 2023 you were arrested by Ebuka.
Yes.
Atuli in the Hiala LGA.
Yes, sir.
So briefly, why were you arrested?
I was arrested on my way to see my family, my wife and 6 children, which are living back of opposite of the Megojuku University, back of that small market. I was just arrested on my way, not knowing that the men of Ebuka have received an attack by this very group, unknown government group, and left. They said after the incident, 10 minutes after the incident, I was to be the first person they saw passing on that street. I mean, I don't know. I did not see Okada. I decided to walk with my neck. So I used my neck to walk up to where the Ebuka people did. So when they stopped me, I was thinking that when they work with government, after telling them I'm a policeman, I'm an inspector, they asked where I work. I said I work in Oru East Division, Omuma. May I mention Omuma, Havuzumavo. So they found everybody working or coming out from there to be one of those people. I told them no, that I'm from Delta State, I'm from Abo beside me. That there is no Delta person that is involved in this problem. That I don't know if they have received an attack. I don't know anybody, that I'm just going alone to see my wife and children. That was how they deprived me from going.
And what did they do?
I was hard, I was buttered, I was handcuffed, chained, they flogged me with knives and iron. Ending of the day,
did you tell them you were a police officer? You are a police officer.
I tell them.
Was there any identification on you to identify you as a police officer?
Yes, I showed them something to identify me, which that thing was even damaged by them.
Okay.
Then finally they called Captain Idris, that one of the Nigerian army, serving at that Uni Aziz. So he came. He interviewed me and later told them that I'm innocent, that I'm just a passerby, unfortunate victim of circumstance, that they should not touch me again, that if they break, they should carry me with their vehicle and take me to my house. If they see my wife and children, that they should let me go. But surprisingly for me, after those torture, they took me to the police station and handed over me to the police. And on the night I was detained. DPO came, they brought me out to interview them. I interviewed them. He asked me who's my DP. I told him he's an SP, Sunday Oladipo. He's an Yoruba man.
Was Sunday Oladipo called by the DPO?
Yes, he called him and he confirmed that yes, that
you are working with him.
Yes. That
then after confirming that you are working with him, what did the DPO actually did?
The DPO actually said that my DPO said that if I'm in Anambra State, that he's not aware. That means I left to Anambra. The distance between Omuma and Anambra is very close.
The distance between Omuma and Undi
is very, very close.
Okay. So after that, what happened next?
After that, the DPO ordered the IPO to neck chain me and took me back to cell. I spent extra 8 days. Then the case was then transferred to State CID Oka, which I called a brother, why the DCO at Uni there, thinking that it's a brother, that he should help me talk to the number one, that we are from the same state, that data that we did not follow for this IPOB stuff. Then what he answered me, that I have a bad luck, that I would have died yesterday than to be alive to embark on.
Your fellow police officer was telling you this.
Yes, I should have died so that I will go and rest than to be alive to embark on this journey that I'm going to embark.
Then finally you went to Oka.
Finally I was taken to Oka. Then they tried all their best, all their investigation that they did. But
who was your IPO?
My IPO said that his name is Inspector Chibo, that he is the most wicked IPO in Anambra State.
He told you this?
Yes, that he dismissed 4 policemen last 2 years and they are in Amobia prison yard. That I should be warming up to join my counterpart at Amobia prison yard. That I'm not the first policeman.
And what was your reaction?
Then my reaction is that I told him that I'm from Delta, that I be Igbo man, that Igbo man can never die for what he does not know. That is what I know that will kill me. That is what I believe in my place. That I don't know anything. I'm just an unfortunate victim of circumstance.
Then
finally, on the room trial was conducted by police. There was no evidence to prove the allegation leveled against me.
How many days almost did you spend at Stacey ID Oka?
Finally, I spent 11 months and 3 weeks.
11 months and 3 weeks.
Yes, which the DC that was releasing me was telling me that he's not the one that hold me, that he's just 2 weeks old in Anambra State. That, but he have seen my case file and see that I committed nothing. That he said that I deserve not to be in the cell. And even I have been discharged. And after the discharging, I was still kept for extra 42 days in the cell.
Why? Why were you kept for extra 42 days in the cell?
I don't know. The AC said that he can never leave me to go, even though I was discharged and acquitted, that I will rot here. I will die here. That made me to contact one pastor, Nyeka, at Nnewi. I wrote a prayer request while I was in the cell. Okay,
the pastor prayed for you?
Yes, he prayed for me and asked me to embark on fasting, 7 days fasting, which on the 6th day, God answered the prayer. Then the AC that vowed never to release me was transferred, and the DC was equally transferred. New AC, new DC arrived in Oka, which their 2nd week in office, the DC stepped into my matter. My case file came to his table, and he found out that I committed nothing, that I am just unlawfully detained.
And that you have been discharged. And
I've been discharged. Why am I still in the cell?
Where was the file found? Because you told us that the file was found at the dustbin.
Yes, at the dustbin inside the AC office that packed away from that office.
The former AC there?
Yes. My file was not with other file.
Okay.
Because he vowed that I will rot it. They no longer call my name in the cell parasites. I was just there, just... As I'm talking now, infection, 2 of my leg is rotty, smearing. My surprise, my greatest surprise, is to come out. Instead of to meet 12 months salary, I met but 1 month salary. The very month I was arrested. And they said that my DPO counted 21 days I sent from duty. And he sent it in order for them to block my salary. And he said that he want to remove his hand and remove his head from this matter. Maybe thinking, having it in mind that...
So finally, when you were released and when you returned, you met only 1 month salary instead of 12 months.
Yes. Up to now, they haven't paid me. This is almost 20 months. I haven't been paid. Look at how I look.
Up to now?
Up to now.
After you have been released?
Yes. Up to now. I'm very sick now. My body, my infection that I contacted, my manhood, my neck, if I come out my canvas, it's smelling. Flies go, they touch my neck. Look at me. Whenever I look at my neck, I caused the very day I joined the Nigerian police.
No.
I caused the very day because I've suffered for them for 23 years. The payback is to suspect me to be an IPOB member. How can I be an IPOB
member? But were there other police officers that were accused of being IPOB members?
Yes.
While you are in the cell?
Yes, I met some policemen in Anambra State there that were accused.
How many of you?
We were about 11 policemen. But finally, I was the only one that...
You are the only one that survived?
That was survived and discharged and acquitted, that was innocent.
And the accusation?
Yes, of the accusation.
Have you written to maybe the Commissioner of Police, Imo State, or any other police hierarchy about your salary that is yet to come?
I've gone to them to explain to them, not that I've written, and like the former PA to the CP, Anas. He said that there was a time my signal came to his table by my DPO, and he advised my DPO to go back with the signal. That let them wait for Anambra verdict, because Anambra have sent a signal to Imo State to confirm whether I'm a serving member of Imo State Command.
And what is the verdict?
And the verdict now, the verdict was I was discharged and acquitted. I was an innocent of the offense. They accused me.
The police of Imo State Police Command asked you to bring probably the judgment from the police.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. When I met the OC MSS. He said, first of all, I should go back to Oka and get the judgment, which is the on the room proceeding. I went back to Oka. The OC provost in Anambra State was demanding 100,000 naira from me.
A solo police officer.
Yes.
Is demanding 100,000.
Yes.
From a fellow police officer.
Yes.
To give him the judgment of the police orderly rule.
Yes. Yes. After unlawful detention, they detained me. He was demanding 100,000 naira. Say finally there is 80,000 naira. I told him that I have 700 naira left with me here. I'm even thinking how I can go back to Owerri. Then he said I should write a letter to the Commissioner of Police through the DFA. I should apply application for an ordinary room proceeding. That
you want to collect the judgment.
Yes. That
okay. So it is the judgment that the Imo State Police Command is waiting for now.
To me, that was what they told me to go and get the judgment. Okay. I don't know whether the judgment will make them to pay me all my money or not. But the judgment was not still given to me by the OC Provost in Anambra State because I don't have money.
You don't have money to give them to give you the judgment.
Yes, at all. I don't have shishi.
Now, finally, what do you want from the police, from the Nigerian police, especially the Inspector General of Police?
He should use his fatherly mind to look at me. I've suffered enough. I've suffered as I did and 6 of my children. I'm just praying I should not lose anyone because one is seriously down. I don't have anything to offer to treat them. Even me, as I'm talking, I'm very sick.
So for the past 20 months, you have not received any salary from the
Nigerian police? Single salary that was.
Do you have any account number people can help you with?
I have account number, sir.
Do you have it by
offered? Yes, I have it.
Okay, call it.
20 36 00 9794 UBA.
Okay. And what is the name?
I'm Omoyi, Omoyi, Patrick, Omoyi Patrick. That is the name.
All right. All right. Please, my brothers and my sisters, Nigerians, Deltans, Niger Deltans, Southeasterners, Nigerians, all over the world, please, this is our brother. Just, no matter the little amount you have, just help him to just help himself for now. He is very sick. This man you are seeing here is very sick. He is down. But by the special grace of God, God is still trying to sustain him. So let us help our brother so that he will stay alive and get his 20 months salary, arrears of salary. And we will forward this to the Inspector General of Police so that the Inspector General of Police will do the needful. The Imo State Commissioner of Police, CP Juma, sir, we know what you can do. This is one of your boys. Do the needful. The police orderly trial has discharged and acquitted him of the accusation of being a spy or being a member of IPOB or ESN or whatever. So please, we are begging that the relevant authorities in the Nigerian police should do the needful. We will forward this to the office of the IG and of course the PPRO of the force headquarters will see this. Thank you very much, my brothers and sisters, as you help our brother to survive. Thank you.